Geek Smash! Ah! That's right, geeks. Here we are with another edition of Comic Card Crazy. What's the occasion, you ask? Well, this month on Super Cinema, our Patreon exclusive podcast, we are covering the 2003 Ang Lee Hulk film. Yes, indeed. Got my VHS copy right here, although it was probably more popular on DVD at the time. And yeah, it was an interesting moment for Marvel movies. Definitely, Spider-Man had come out, Daredevil had come out, X-Men had come out. There was a lot in the air. It wasn't the MCU just yet. And this, out of all of them, was certainly the most unique. Let's put it that way. If you want my actual thoughts, you'll have to join us over on Patreon, and Michael Canetti and I get into it. But in the meantime, we're going to check out this pack of cards that came out during this period. It's also an interesting card set that isn't just about the movie. So hey, let's crack it open and let's find out what rages inside. Okay, geeks, so here we are with our pack of Hulk film and comic cards by Upper Deck Entertainment. These are from 2003, and as you can see, they are official Hulk movie merchandise items. As you can see there in the upper right corner, you can win an original Hulk #1, which is awesome, but also find a 1-of-1 Jack Kirby cut signature card. Now, there are only 5 cards per pack, which is a little rough. You ask me if it seems like you want more. You want a Hulk-sized pack. That is a little thin, but I think the quality of the cards should speak for themselves. So yeah, just kind of interesting to see all the different styles that they're talking about here. You see 81 card regular set, 54 Incredible film cards, 27 The Incredible Hulk comic cards, 45 famous covers cards, 10 John Romita Jr. illustrated film cards, Jack King Kirby cut signature cards, each numbered to 1. And there's a promotional sweepstakes card, which I'm sure we will find out more about. But this was part of the hype. But let's get into it here. We'll tear it open like the Hulk tears off his clothing after he transforms. Yeah, this is a tough pack. Come on. Get off of there. Upper Deck always did have really solid foil packs. So, all right. Oh, there we got the diamond. You have to expect the diamond when you're dealing with Upper Deck. All right. So it looks like we're starting off with a film card here. And we have Thunderbolt Ross there in the war room. But then we have that really weird, what is going on there with this Hulk illustration? What era of Hulk is that from? That does not look familiar at all, but look at that cool etching. The war room, and you got your green flying through there. Okay, so what's it going to tell us about this? Deep in the heart of a desert base lies the war room. From the high-tech enclave, Thunderbolt Ross directs the pursuit of the Hulk as he traveled towards San Francisco, which was an interesting choice to set everything in San Francisco. All right, now we're into a comic card here, so that's pretty awesome. I like what they're saying here, Might versus Mjolnir. So this, I'm curious to know if they were going to tell us what comic this was from. In what scenario the Hulk had that long hair. And what is Thunderbolt Ross doing on the back of this card? That's just random. Okay. As two of the mightiest heroes of the world has ever seen clash, the sky is rent by thunder called down by Thor. The Hulk has no need for such help, relying instead on his steel sinews. But yeah, that is weird design, that choice. All right, this is a big Thunderbolt Ross. This is everything you could want. Now, I am curious about this because I'm seeing the palm tree there. So I guess I never thought about where this restaurant was that they were meeting, but was it San Francisco? Looks like that's the bay out the window there. I do like that Hulk illustration a little bit better than the other one, but a botched reconciliation because, yes, Betty gets upset that it seems that he did not want to connect with her. He just wanted to get more information about Banner. So, but that's pretty cool right there. Nice bulky Hulk. Ooh, but here's an ugly Hulk. Check this one out. Wow. That is a mutated Hulk. What's the name here that suddenly appears? Unstoppable. Okay. Let's find out what this one's about. Not least among the Hulk's strength is his strength of will. Once he's enraged, the Hulk will stop at nothing to get his quarry, ignoring any physical pain that would hinder others. Okay. And then a random shot of what I assume. Is that Eric Bana, or is that. I mean, yeah, I guess we'd notice the hair if it was supposed to be his dad. I was trying to remember what moment that is from. But also, this. Is this like an Ultimate Hulk thing? I mean, he was more grayish, right? But it's just the long hair that's throwing me on this, because he's not the maestro. He doesn't have the full beard. But anyway, if somebody recognizes what that art is from, let us know in the comments below. Finally, here we do have a comic card, although we did not get the Jack Kirby card we were wanting. But this is a famous Hulk covers from 1969, Hulk 122. You've had it, Hulk. This is your last fight. All right, so guest starring the fabulous Fantastic Four. Looks like, is that Crystal at the bottom? Yeah, that's when she was on the team. Okay, let's see what they tell us about this issue. The Hulk fights Fantastic Four to a standstill until the Thing tosses him to the street. There he is rendered unconscious by Reed Richards' sonic weapon. So there you go. And finally here we do have this sweepstakes card. The Next Generation in superpowered trading card games. So it looks like Upper Deck was getting into that world. But this is how you could win the Hulk #1 comic book and other incredible prizes. I'm just trying to see if they're telling us there's you can get an e-game card which may contain a prize. But what are they saying you can actually win at the bottom? I don't. Other than a Hulk #1, I want to know what the other prizes are. Come on, you know there's only one of those they were giving away. Either way, that's still pretty cool. That at least, you know, in your deck of cards, your pack of cards, not quite a deck with only 5, at least you had a chance to win something cool. All right, well, let's find out which was our favorite. Okay, so this is a pack of cards. They did promise, you know, that the film and the comics were kind of merging, so I guess it made sense when I'm choosing this card as my favorite, which I think is awesome. I just like that imagery there. But the fact that Thunderbolt Ross, who has nothing to do with that image, is on the back, okay. It's the you know, comic and film cards. But all said, like, an interesting design choice, just this whole idea of like the Hulk comic border. So they're always merging it there. I honestly would have preferred to have more of the famous covers cards, because I think that's what I want to know. Hulk history. I will say that I was at a garage sale a year ago, and I was like digging through this person's stuff, and it was all Hulk, like from the 70s and early 80s. Like that was all they collected. I'm sure they were watching the Bill Bixby show. So I've never been a huge Hulk fan, but you'll get my take on Super Cinema, like I say, if you head on over to patreon.com/Wizards Comics. $5 a month, get access to that exclusive podcast. But what else are you getting? Of course, scans of the issues that we're discussing on the main episodes. You're getting uncut early release versions of those, often up to 2 to 3 weeks early when we're recording. Then you just get, you know, immediately, whatever we recorded, it heads over to our patrons. Plus, it's just a nice community to be a part of. And there's always bonus videos and other little things that we're dropping, giving, you know, our patrons the heads up as to what's to come. So we invite you to join us over there. But if you have thoughts about the Ang Lee Hulk film, why not drop them in the comments below? We'd love to hear from you as well. But until next time, leave geek alone! Leave geek alone! Ah!